Common Core Content Standard 2.OA.B.2. Fluently add and subtract within 20 using mental strategies. By the end of second grade, know from memory all sums of two one-digit numbers. For this standard, students need to be able to subtract one-digit problems from memory. Examples of one-digit problems are problems like 2 plus 2, 5 minus 3, 8 plus 6, 7 minus 4. It takes a lot of practice for students to memorize the answers to these one-digit equations. The more a student works with it, the better they will become. Here are some recommendations that I often use when teaching students to memorize one-digit equations. Use flashcards. Students can make flashcards with math problems on one side and the answer on the other. Have students complete math worksheets. There are many different sites on the internet that have free printable math worksheets. Just use a search engine to find them. Search for math games online. Academic Skill Builders is a great free example. Teach students to play math-related card games, such as Salute the General or Math Around the World. Salute the General is a math game that we often play in class. It requires one deck of playing cards for 3 people. The way to play is 2 players are the soldiers and 1 player is the general. Half the deck is dealt to each soldier. To begin the game, both soldiers salute the general by holding one of the cards up to their forehead. They can't see the card they're holding, but the other 2 players can. The general, who is the player that can see both cards, adds the 2 numbers together and says the sum out loud. Each soldier then takes that sum, subtracts the number their opponent is holding to their head, and calls out the value of the card they can't see, which would be the value of their own card. Whoever calls out the correct answer first gets to keep both cards. The game ends when time runs out or someone wins all the cards. Math Around the World is another game that teachers will often play with students in class. Students will stand next to or behind the chair of another student. The teacher calls out a math problem, and the student who answers correctly first gets to move on to stand next to another student and answer another question. Whichever student gets the farthest in the class when the time is up is the winner.